I almost did that little thing again where I don't turn on my mic. If you saw from my video where I did the arrow inspired palette and I was recording all that time with no mic, but not to worry, we are back with Palette Rotation Volume 7. Let's go ahead and jump in. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So I am back for another palette rotation, and I especially love palette rotations, even though sometimes it can be a little complicated to film, but I love showing like the palettes that I've been using because I could just use whatever I want to use, whether it be new or old, and show you what I've been using. Their videos are very informal, and you know, I just kind of pick up palettes. So sometimes, you know, I'm going to work and sometimes I'm going out and about like I did today. I had a little lunch date with a couple of friends from high school. So we went to Summer House Santa Monica. I live in Chicago. It's really great. It's really cute. It gave spring vibes, you know, even though it's February. But our winter hasn't been bad. But, you know, it's nice to have the little, ooh, it's about to be summer, you know, or well, spring. But I'm so carried away. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. Now, the palette rotations, as I described before, I am just using whatever is in my collection. So I know I show a lot of new palettes on my channel, and then, you know, as soon as we get used to one palette, it's another new palette. I mean, literally, I have 3 new palettes over there waiting for me to film that I just got like yesterday and the day before yesterday. Literally, I have the Chucky palette and I have the Odin's Eye collection. Well, I only got picked up 2 of those palettes, but like the makeup game be moving so fast. But I really do use my palettes. So palette rotation rather, it's just a way where I can show you what looks I've been coming up with, you know, give you some more inspiration, let you take those palettes out the crate, get them used again, blow the dust off of it. So I love it. Very informal video, and then I just kind of talk about the palettes I use. So I got 5 looks for you, including this one right here. And sometimes I like to mash my palettes up, so we do have a little bit in this particular rotation with that. So the first set of palettes that I used, or I don't know, this is probably not in any particular order, but what you will see in this video, you will see the Star Wars. Because this palette, you know, it got a lot of flack, but it's actually good, the Sith Seduction one. And I paired it with the Velvet Liaison because I really do like this palette, and this is all matte and this is all shimmer. The shimmer formula is really gorgeous by McGrath Labs. So this is what it looks like, really nice foiled metallics. And it's not super colorful, but it's kind of colorful and all right. You know, we got like the neutral tones and the jewel tones and the earthy tone pops here. And I paired it, like I said, with, this is a palette from the Love collection. This is Velvet Liaison. So all matte. We never had an all matte from Mama Patch. So she's pretty new. So this came out in February. This came out in December. So still pretty new. So I used these 2 together. Then, oh my gosh, the gorgeous Moonfall palette. I just had to, after like the next day after I filmed this video, I just had to use this palette. This palette is actually coming back. It is permanent to Shroud Cosmetics. Oh my God, if you can't tell me that this is a gorgeous, I don't know what to tell you. And I think I used this palette by itself. I might have pulled in maybe a matte from Velvet Liaison just to like tone down the crease because I was going to work. But definitely very gorgeous look with this palette. Still impressed with it. And then I had to, because when I was filming my palette declutter and collection video, I was like, I'm going to Iceland. So I pulled out my Fire and Ice palette. This is by Nomad Cosmetics. Let me tell you, Iceland was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. I didn't see not one northern light, okay? Not one light came out for us, okay? It was just too cloudy. There were reports of lights off of the coast of Norway, but we never got to see any. But I would go back. I would go back in the wintertime again, and I would go back in the summer. So, and the food was amazing. I had not one bad meal, okay? The food was bomb. So this is what this palette looks like. So I was definitely inspired to use this palette. Plus it's a gorgeous palette, and that's like, you know, I was using my, going through my declutter, and I was like, oh my god, I have so many great palettes. So Club Nebula, I feel like this has probably been in the palette rotation begin, but I hadn't used it in a long time. Couldn't remember when I used it, so I definitely went to pull it off. And super, super cute. And for my last look, I went in with my Blend Bunny Lure and then my Adept Inspired Arrow palette. Both of these palettes are new. You know, this came out, both came out into January, got them about February. There we go. This one was gifted to me. I do love the Blend Bunny formula. And so I used some of the mattes from here. As you'll see, did I put my finger in the black one? Just a tiny bit there. Okay. So there we go. This one. Now I'm looking at my look, and I'm like, honestly, I probably could have made this look with this palette only, but I wanted to combine the two. And you know, I want you to have that inspo because this is definitely an all green palette, and you know, I want you to know how you can get all your money's worth when it comes to these beautiful palettes. So I definitely combined it with some of the purple mattes, Allure, and use this shade right here, as you'll see in a moment. So these are the palettes in this particular rotation, and I'm really happy about it. And I'm glad to kind of have this video back on. Oh my gosh, the last one, volume 6, it took me 20 years to film, 20 years to edit. All of that good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the looks. guys enjoyed the looks. Those are the looks from this palette rotation. Let me know. Have you used any of these palettes? Do you have them in your collection? Have you pulled them out lately? Are you inspired? Which look you like the most? And let me know down below in the comments. Like I said, I love doing these videos because I definitely rotate my collection. And I feel like that is just so important to see here on YouTube because like I said, we're always on to the next one, next one, next one, next one. But I like to go back and still play in my new palettes. I like to play in my older palettes, and then you can get some more inspiration looks, you know, from playing in these palettes. So, you know, we got to use what we have here. It's a lot. You can't go through these eyeshadows. So, let me know how you guys enjoyed the video. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come back with another video, which will be soon. And subscribe to my channel because, you know, I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. So, with all of that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the chat. Hey, 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 chatty. Chatty. Hey. All right, y'all. Bye.